Alright, so we're back in Sydney. Goodbye New Zealand, it's been great. But with this time I've got two munchkins ahead of me on our ride, and we're going to show you one of our favourite sprinting courses. This is the Sydney University Promenade. We're waiting to meet a mate of ours, some bloke called Haas. He went to the uni here, but now he's riding with Dimension Data. One of the traditions of our ride is a little bit of stair riding. Saves, you gonna have a go today?
No.
Not today. Louis, we'll see you at the bottom. Xavier doesn't mind a few stairs. He hasn't done it before.
I'm just having a look. It saw you and it know you went downstairs.
So, as is so often the case, the bike ride is late. We're just riding around Sydney Uni, doing a few jumps, mucking around like people do. And this is our Sydney. So, ta-da! Just to give you a look at where we are. Not a bad spot. A little bit windy today. But let's go in. Show me, I'll follow you. But there's exams on, so be quiet. I think it's exam week, so there's a few stressed people all around this place. But I always like the idea of it, coming in here and having a look around.
Hardly have done any yet.
So it turns out he actually does ride a bike. We saw him. We've only spoken on Facebook and on the phone, but he actually exists. Welcome to our little Saturday morning ride.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
You guys are my old digs. This is my old uni. I used to come into this lecture theatre here. I think this is where I did sociology.
You think it was?
Yeah, I think that's where the lectures for sociology were.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you think that's what your degree
that's
was.
What I was no, degree wasn't in sociology. Just had to do a mandatory course in the first year there. So.
What did you study?
It was called socio-legal studies, which is like a poor man's law degree.
Okay. Should we go and have a coffee?
Yeah, I think so.
Good stuff.
Waiting for us. So, would you like it?
So only this morning, Cadell Evans was in the Sydney Morning Herald saying it's not safe to ride in Sydney. Well, it just depends on where you go. So we thought we'd get out and show another pro rider around, and here we are. This is our Saturday ride, Nathan. What do you reckon? Not too bad, eh?
It's the worst places to hang out with your family.
It's very, very carefully selected. We know where we're going, and we know where it's safe and where we have to really pay attention. And this is our little sprint zone, isn't it?
I read a piece this morning about Cadell Evans saying that he'll never ride Sydney roads, but I think, you know, the reality is Sydney's actually a really safe place to ride if you know how to do it and you respect the roads, and you know, the drivers also respect you when you do it right. When you're from a small country town, you know, of course Sydney's going to seem pretty absurd, but you know, I lived here for a couple of years when I was at uni, and I still managed to make it to the World Tour somehow, so it's doable, but you just have to adapt to the conditions a bit. So not to toot his own horn, but this 6-year-old, he rode from Sydney to Wollongong in the MS ride. And he actually made it the whole way and then wanted to do more. And he said, what was his quote about his legs?
Once you push one pedal the other down, the other one comes
it
up.
It kind of does the work for you. Push one, the other one comes back up. Pedaling's easy, Dad.
Is pedaling easy? So the kids are up ahead, so we'll take a moment to actually talk uninterrupted. Good to have you on our ride, man. Not a bad little Saturday morning with the kids, huh?
For me, it's just so nice to be back riding in Australia, and you know, I spent a lot of years sort of kicking around in Sydney trying to stay fit or even just to become a bike rider, and I hate to sort of get, you know, a little lost for words when it comes to anything, but just riding around Sydney, it's just you can't not have a smile when you do it right.
That was a bit hard one-handed. So here we are, we're in Barangaroo. It's a new part of Sydney. Nathan's grew up in Sydney a bit of the time, went to uni here, but he hasn't been here before. Not a bad spot, eh?
Yeah, it's a good little find actually. It's funny how you can live in a city for like a lot of time. Also ride your bike everywhere and then still have undiscovered little nooks and crannies. It's a good one. Oh, he wants to go jet boating.
All right.